So what we're going to talk about today is this vessel wood comp screwdriver. So they're saying this wood composition handle is what am I trying to say? It's slip free, and it doesn't say. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't say that it won't soak it up, but we're going to do some tests on it today to see how it does. But before we do that, we're going to test how, this is a pH2, we're going to test how it does on the screws that we have set up over here. Before we get to going too much, I want to show you that the inside of this screw isn't all chewed up and boogered up before we test this screwdriver out. I have used it on others before. If you've looked at any of my videos, you might have seen them. So let's check this one out. So here we go. So this screw's in there at a little bit of an angle. So if it looks like the screwdriver is at an angle, it is. Well, I can already tell it doesn't feel quite as good as some of the other ones I've used. But we're going to see, just to see. I'm not going to put any inward pressure. I'm just going to hold it like this. Give it a little bit, like you normally would, and twist it. You wouldn't hold a screwdriver like this either, anyway, but awkwardness of the. But anyway, here we go. Well, that's pretty good. I didn't feel like it had a good connection. And it was nice and tight, but it's turning it. It got pretty tight before it finally cammed out. That's not bad. Let's look at the end on this. Okay, let's try to get it to focus. There we go. So it chewed it up just a little bit. Not too bad. It's a worthy screwdriver. I mean, it didn't do too bad of a job. Okay, but you get the idea. So, okay, this screwdriver cost me, I don't remember what it cost me, but it's like $17.25 now, just for this single Phillips. It's not a bad screwdriver. I like the feel of it in my hand. I haven't used it a lot. I'd like to use it a little bit before I gave a real good opinion on it. But mainly, this is to show you that whether or not that it's really non-slip, even with the grease and stuff on it. They say this is a beyond Japanese industrial standard. I don't know what that means. It says it's a pH2. But anyway, Japanese origin. It's 70% wood, 30% plastic. Anything else we need to know? Nah. Okay, so here's what you come here for. I'm not sure if I want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. We got oil. And we've got rags. So this oil is fresh out of the John Deere. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dip this handle in the oil. Let me move my rags. I was going to put a glove on, but I don't typically wear gloves, but I don't typically dip my tools in oil either. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it in oil, then I'm going to close this vise on it, and I'm going to see how slippery it is. So right now, it's pretty good. It slips just a little bit, but that's my grip, you know. So let's see how it does when I dip it in oil. Okay? Let's see. Lord have mercy. I'm going to let it a little bit drain off there. Okay. Okay, it is a little slippery. It's not non-slip, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe it off. And maybe they didn't mean with it covered in oil. Maybe they meant, you know, you'd be smart enough to wipe your doggone screwdriver off after you dumped it in oil. So we're gonna try it a little bit. My hand's still a little greasy. That's pretty good. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Do y'all want to see me test it against something else? Let's do that. Let's do the Mayhew. It doesn't say it's non-slip, but yeah, it's slip. It's worse. It's way worse than the vessel. But it doesn't say non-slip either, you know? Okay, and this one is extremely slippery still after wiping it off. I would have to, let me get me a fresh rag. I would probably have to wipe this off with my tub of towels if I wanted to use it. Yeah, it's still slippery. So, you know, the vessel does seem to have an advantage over that, and that's pretty nice. I didn't realize it would be like that. I could test others, but I think we're going to find some very similar outcomes. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my tub of towels and I'm going to clean this off. And we're going to see what it looks like. And after that, I'm going to put it down in there for 24 hours. And we're going to see what it looks like after that. So that Mayhew really still hasn't returned. It's still kind of slick. And this handle still feels a little greasy or a little oily. It feels like, you know, you got some grip on it, but it feels oily. And I've got to, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's actually gonna soak it up. It just might be hard to clean and get it all off. But we're gonna see. So let me put this in there and we'll see what we got. So now that we got that soaking, and I'll come back in here tomorrow and talk with you again, but let's talk about this. This is what we're giving away. This is the 1/4 inch drive wood compo socket wrench set. It's a 1/4 inch square drive, 36 pieces. It's got an extension bar, a stubby 1/4 inch driver, hand driver, a ratchet handle, an adapter, bit socket adapter, sockets 4 through 14, and a fair amount of bits. They've even got a T27 in here. It's all metric. I like this kit. I like the I like the red case it comes in. It seems to be a nice compact deal. If I wasn't giving this away, I'd have been using it. But it's very nice. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So this is number HRW 2001M-W. Tomorrow I'll get back here. You won't miss anything. There won't be no time. But I'm gonna get back in here and I'm gonna check on it. Might be a little shorter, 24 hours. That's okay. We're gonna see if it's soaked up a lot and if it looks a lot different than it does today. It's been 24 hours. Actually, it's been much more than that. I was sick yesterday, and well, I've been fighting some type of bronchitis or something for a minute. A few days anyway. And anyway, I just couldn't come out here and do this. So let's check on it now. Here is the goal. 1, to see how slippery the handle is. 2, see if it penetrated into the handle. I've got a knife here. I'm gonna try to scrape off the top layer. I don't want to ruin the screwdriver completely. I just want to see how deeply the oil got into it, if any at all. Okay? Let's get to it. First we're gonna do is we're gonna take it out, and we're gonna wipe it off. Just going to do a simple wipe off, and then we're going to see how grippy the handle is, just with a little wipe off. And then we're going to clean it off a little more and check it out. Okay. Lock her in there. Okay, well, you can still get a pretty good handle on it. That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's cut this open, or cut on it. Like I said, I don't want to cut on it a whole lot. Should I clean it off first? Yeah, let's clean it with the tub of towels. Man, if you don't have tub of towels, if you don't use them on a regular basis, I like them. I really like them. If you looking to buy some, I'm gonna put a link down below, and check them out. They'll clean your plastic screwdriver handles awesome. See, it's kind of got a hard texture here. Okay, y'all come on in here and let's look at this. It's hard to tell. I don't think it's soaked up any. It doesn't really feel like it has. Probably have to wait till tomorrow till everything dries up. I could probably wipe it off a little bit more. I mean, so the screwdriver I tested out yesterday along with this one, or the other day along with this one, once it finally dried out, you could use it again. Man, it took a while for it to dry off good. Even after wiping it down and wiping it down again, it wasn't dry. So this one's probably the same way. Now, my scrapes I made, there we go. So look at this thing. Okay, as you can see here, it's a whole lot lighter color underneath. I didn't scrape off these ribs a whole lot, but you can see it hasn't soaked it up. This is where I, scraped on it a little bit earlier, and then I messed around and wiped it off with a tub of towel. So this is it not being wet. I get that wet where I scraped it. Hey, I think it does pretty good. Answers your question about this. I know I had some questions about it soaking up oil and everything. I like it. It has done a good job. So if you're Before I let you go, I need to tell you something. So not this hat, but the darker gray ones, you can buy them. If you click up here in the corner somewhere, I'll have a link. You can buy them from my store. They're $28 a piece, something like that. I think I'm breaking even, maybe, something like that. So y'all go pick one up. I only have a limited amount left, but I need to sell them all. And you can also buy t-shirts. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. And y'all take care of each other. Have a blessed week.
Cheeseburger in paradise.